Good afternoon. My name is Jen, and welcome to PiYoga. As we start to move today, we will move through some strength work, focusing on specific body parts, and then in between those blocks of strength work, we will flow, and it will be the same vinyasa flow with some additional things added on each time we arrive in that flow. So if you have a couple of blocks, you can grab those. Otherwise, books, water bottles, anything is fine. And we begin our practice today in a seated position. So if you do have a block or a pillow or something, you can either sit on the knees or you can sit on your bum cross-legged if that's more comfortable for you. So wherever you feel comfortable, we're just going to take a few breaths here, settle in. Closing the eyes. Just allowing the hands to rest on the knees or the thighs. Noticing where the breath is. And this is our opportunity to put some intention behind that breath, intentionally lengthening the inhales and exhales. And as the body becomes still, flipping that switch in the brain, just turning off all of that action, or at least dimming the light. Just allowing yourself a little time and space to breathe and move. Maybe thinking about the inhale traveling up the spine, creating space between each vertebra, and allowing that long, slow breath to come all the way through the crown of the head. Using that exhale to release any tension, feeling the tops of the shoulders soften, grounding down, tailbone grounding down into that block, the earth, wherever you land. Maybe setting an intention for your practice. It doesn't have to be complicated. It can just be to really stay here in the present right now. And in this time and space where we want to think ahead, wonder what's going to happen, it's a great time to practice just being right here, right now, within the four corners of your mat. Two more breaths here on your own. Maybe those inhales getting a little bit longer. The length of the exhale matching the length of the inhale. And at the bottom of the next exhale, let's open the eyes. Maybe place the fingertips on top of the knees. And starting to move the spine in that cat-cow shape. So finding some flexion, tucking the chin to the chest. Hip bones come forward. As you inhale, extend the spine, heart comes through, shoulder blades squeeze back, tailbone lifts. Exhale, tuck the hip bones, chin tucks to the chest, round the spine. And floating with your breath. And exhale. Floating through each movement one more time. And we'll land in that cat spine. We'll pause and hold there. And if you've got that block of the pillow under the hips, just gently lift the booty up from the heels, remove that block. And as we come up, let's walk the knees back, coming into all fours here. And just continuing to move with your breath through cat-cow. And the next time we come to that cat spine again here, lifting the spine up to the sky, pressing the tops of the feet into the earth, pressing the toes into the earth so much that the knees lift up off the earth just a bit. As the knees lift up, tuck the chin to the chest just a little more. And now press through the palms, lifting the heart up through the shoulder blades. Hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. As the knees release, belly drops. Take that inhale. This time, curl the toes, and as you exhale and lift the spine, start to lift the knees up here. Again, hold, tuck the chin to the chest just a little more, really lift, press through the palms, super active. Tucking the hip bones toward the lower rib cage. Thighs squeezing toward one another. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hip bones lift to the sky, finding your way to your first down dog, pedaling it out here. And gently working those heels toward the earth. Not rushing or forcing the body into that inverted V position just yet. But finding that softness in the back of the neck as the crown of the head just drops between the hands, maybe in between the biceps. And lifting the hip bones toward the sky as the chest comes back toward the thighs, and then gently softening the heels toward the earth. Let's go through that again. Drop the crown of the head. Hip bones lift just a little higher, chest comes toward the thighs, heels soften down. Gaze comes forward, bend the knees, bend the elbows, keeping the hips lifted, just start to tiptoe up toward the top of the mat, and we'll meet here in forward fold. Head hangs heavy, maybe sway side to side, fingertips brushing the earth, or grabbing opposite elbows. Allowing the weight of the upper body and the head to start to soften the muscles in the hamstrings, maybe loosening up the lower back. And we'll come back to center, grounding down through all 4 corners of the feet. Take an exhale, fold in, chest comes toward the thighs. Allow that bend in the knees. Inhale halfway, flat back, fingertips to shin bones. And exhale to fold. Pressing through the feet, take an inhale, circle sweep all the way up. Exhale, hands come to heart center. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, bend the knees, swan dive all the way down to your forward fold. Inhaling halfway, flat spine. And exhale to fold. Stepping back to plank. Let's lower the knees this first round. So knees are behind the hip bones, shoulders coming toward the fingertips, roll forward. Lower all the way down. Elbows stay into the sides. Fingertips spread wide at the sides of the rib cage. Take an inhale, reach through the heart, lift the crown of the head, shoulder blades squeeze, hip bones press to the earth. And exhale, release. Curl the toes, belly button lifts up from the earth, press through the palms to all fours, tuck the chin, lift the hips, down dog. Inhale, come up onto the tippy toes. Exhale, ground through the heels. Inhale, bend the knees, bend the elbows, gaze toward the top of your mat. You can either tippy toe, hop, step, or jump. We'll meet back in that forward fold. Hang heavy here, chest to the thigh. Inhale, halfway, long spine. Exhale to fold. Ground down through the feet, circle, sweep the arms all the way up. This time we'll take a back bend, hip bones press forward, heart opens, elbows come behind the body, widen across the collarbones. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Bend the knees, swan dive all the way down. Inhale, halfway. And exhale to fold. Step back. Chaturanga. Either lower all the way down, knees can come to the earth, elbows stay tucked into the sides, lower halfway. Inhale, cobra, upward facing dog. Lift the hips, tuck the chin, down dog. Slowly lower to the knees, take an inhale, belly opens. And exhale, lift through the spine. Coming to that neutral spine here, we'll start our first round here. We'll be working in a plank position. It's kind of a long set, so definitely consider putting your knees down if you feel like your form is being sacrificed because of fatigue. So our first movement will be fingertips in. So we're going to rotate, internally rotate through the shoulders here. Fingertips face one another, and we'll lower and lift. Elbows comes to the side. Lower, press, lift. For 8, 7, belly button pulled up toward the spine, active through the core. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center, fingertips forward, just that protraction and retraction of the shoulder blades here. So arms stay straight, let the chest drop. Exhale, press and lift up through the spine. Inhale, chest drops toward the earth. Exhale, press and lift, shoulder blades spread apart. Inhale to lower. Exhale, spread. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands walk forward, forearms come down. Maybe release your knees at least to set up here. We're gonna press through the palms, press and lift. So working through the triceps. Elbows come down to the earth, press through the palms to lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, yes, looks good. And 1, press up, hands come back underneath the shoulders. Chaturanga push-ups. So elbows stay in tight to the sides by the rib cage. Lower the chest to the earth, press, lift, lower, and press. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Curl the toes if you're down on the knees. We'll come into that side plank, right hand under the face, roll to the pinky edge of the right foot. We're gonna hold here. Of course, that bottom knee can stack underneath the hip. We have an isometric hold. So we'll alternate movements between pulsing, moving, and just holding to contract. So the contraction here is pulling that right side body up and away from the earth, stable through that right shoulder. Keep holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rotate back through center. Left hand comes underneath the face. Find your side plank here. Come to the pinky edge. As you stabilize through that left shoulder, lifting the left side body up and away from the earth. Hold here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rotate back to center. We've just got a static plank hold here. So really check in with your form when you have these isometric static holds. Heels pressing toward the back of the room, hamstrings lifted. Gaze is down at the top of the mat as the crown of head reaches forward. Inner elbow creases facing one another. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees release. This is your quick recovery. Sink back to child's pose. We'll have 2 rounds and 2 sets of most movements. So we're gonna float right back into a full second set of where we just were. Take another inhale. Big exhale, come forward. We'll start with those fingertips in toward the midline of the body, elbows out, down on the knees in your supported plank or full. Here we go, lower and press. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Belly lifted, big. And 1. Hands underneath the shoulders, protraction and retraction of the spine. Lower and lift, lower and lift. So if you gaze down at the elbows, your elbows are straight, the ribs are just falling through and lifting up. For 4, 3, squeeze and tuck the belly, and 1. Walking the hands forward, come down to the forearms. Probably want to release the knees here to really focus on that form. Press through the palms and lift. Elbows come down. Triceps push and lift. For 8, 7, bringing the arms a little bit wider will make it a little bit easier to get that lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands back underneath the shoulder. Actually come a little bit closer to the rib cage. Chaturanga push-ups, elbows in tight. Lower and lift. Yes, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right hand comes underneath the face. Lift up into that side plank. Release the knee if you need to. Isometric hold right here. Right side body squeeze and lift. Let's bring the fingertips up and over, hugging the bicep to the ear, finding that long line of energy in the side of the body. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Maybe roll through that left wrist. 2, and 1. Rotate right to the other side. Left hand under the face. Find your side plank. Left side body lifts. Maybe roll through that right wrist this time. Lift and stabilize for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll back to center. Tuck the chin to the chest. Lift the hips, down dog. Walk it out here. Hopefully feeling warm through the shoulders and the arms. We'll flow. Inhaling, lift the left toes up. Let's open the hip, stacking the left hip on top of the right. Roll that left ankle. And hip come back to center. Inhale, reach through the toes. Exhale, come all the way forward, stepping into that warrior lunge. Inhale, sweep up. Shoulders stack above the hips. Exhale, ground down and sink. Hands come to heart center right away. We'll rotate to the spine, twist, bringing that right elbow toward the outside of the left knee, and twist here. Back leg, heel pressing toward the wall behind you, hamstring lifted. Lifting the belly up off the left thigh, palms pressed together. Inhale. Exhale, sink in. Release the hands, right hand comes to the instep of the foot, left fingertips sweep up. From here, we'll move into Vasisthasana or side plank. We'll heel toe that left foot. Left foot can come in front of the body and stay right here, or release the left foot to stack on top of the right. Hold right here. Continuing to hold in your Vasisthasana or left fingertips reach up overhead, lifting the back leg, pull the elbow toward the knee for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen and reach both directions. Shoulders square back. Kick the left toes up, one-legged down dog. Inhale. Exhale, pull left knee to left elbow, float forward. Inhale, reach through the toes. Exhale, squeeze. One more time, inhale. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, reach up, round through the spine, pull the leg all the way through, big step forward, warrior lunge. Inhale, sweep all the way around, warrior 2. Taking a moment here to really ground down, maybe gazing at the feet, that front heel intersecting the arch of the back foot. As the tops of the shoulders soften, sinking in just a little more. Inhale, flip the front hand. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Sink into that front leg just a little more. We'll be coming back to this position when we do our leg work. So really start to ground down. And cartwheel the arms all the way around. Left foot steps back and down dog. Inhale, right toe sweep up. Bend the leg, let the foot drop over the shoulder, stacking the hips here. Rolling the ankle. And inhale, toes reach up. Exhale, step all the way through warrior lunge. Inhale, fingertips lift and sweep up. Exhale, ground down, shoulders over hips, lifting that back hamstring. Hands coming to heart center, start to hinge forward, and left elbow coming to the outside of that right knee, finding that lunge twist here. Back heel presses, hamstring lifts. Squeeze and lift the navel to the spine, lifting the belly up off the thigh. And left hand releases to the instep of that right foot, reach up through the fingertips, twist here. Again, we'll heel toe that right foot this time, coming into Vasisthasana. So keeping that right foot as a kickstand or stacking that right foot on top of the left, reaching into the full expression. Again, holding here in that isometric hold, or reach the right fingertips up over the head, lift that top leg and pull knee to elbow. Squeeze knee to elbow for 3, 2, and 1. Keeping that right leg lifted, rotate right hand back down to the earth, right toes sweep up, one-legged down dog. Exhale, float forward, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. One more time. Inhale, reach. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale. This time, pull the knee to the chest. Take that big step all the way through. And inhale to sweep all the way up, warrior two. Checking in with the feet here, checking in with your alignment. Coming back to the breath. Inhale, flipping the front hand. And exhale, reverse your warrior. Lengthening the side body from the hip bone to the fingertips. Really reach up to the sky, continuing to bend deeply into that front leg. Inhale. Exhale, cartwheel all the way down. Right foot steps back. Chaturanga or down dog. Elbows stay hugged into the body. Lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, down dog. Walking it out here. We're going to flow right into our leg series. So let's take those right toes up. And we'll take that big step all the way through. Cartwheel right back up into your warrior two. So really take a peek down at the feet here, as we're going to spend some time here flowing in this to really let the legs strengthen and dig in. Hip bones sink down. Pinky edge of that back leg is ground down. Gaze over the front fingertips. We'll start to flow here. As we inhale, lengthen the front leg, fingertips come up over the head. Exhale, sink into your warrior two. Inhale. Exhale. For 8, 7, 6. Each time you come down, come a little deeper. 5. Sink in. 4, 3, 2. Hold. 1. Hold your warrior two right here. Flip the front hand, reverse warrior. Stay low, back to warrior two, and reverse. So again, that isometric hold in the legs, but working the top of the body, working the side body to continue open, creating space. For 4, 3, ground down through that right heel. 2, and 1. Hands come to heart center. We're going to bend into that back leg, coming to Skandasana. There she is. Get out of the way so they can see. Skandasana, right toes lift. And back up to warrior two. Skandasana. Warrior two. And lower. And lift. So feeling that energy in the right leg. Keep moving. Drop those hips. 3, 2, and 1. Drop into that Skandasana. Bend into that left leg. We're going to pulse right here for 10, 9. So again, we're strengthening here, but now also opening through the hips, opening the inner thigh. Pulse for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend back up into your warrior two. Walk the hands around to the front of your mat. Step up into Malasana. Heels in, toes out. Maybe sway side to side for a moment. So we're going to continue working through the legs and the thighs here. Your option to hold in Malasana or come back here when you need a break. We're going to start to lift up. So pressing through the heels, lifting up for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, 4, 3, 2. Not coming all the way down. Stay active. 2, 3, 4, and lower. 2, 3, 4. Lift and lower. 4 more. Lift and lower. 2 and 1. Hold right here, lift the heels and pulse. 9, 8, 7, still holding that Malasana if this is more than you need right now. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the heels, step back, come to your down dog. Walk it out. Inhale here, left toes sweep up. Exhale, take that big step all the way through. Find your warrior two, sweep up. Again, take a moment here, stabilize, really sink and ground down. Pinky edge of that back foot really pressed into the mat. Strong and soft through the tops of the shoulders. Let's flow. Inhale, lengthen the front leg, reach up. Exhale, lower. Inhale and exhale. 7, Making that big bend into the front leg, really ground down and sink in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to your warrior 2, hold here. Get a little bit lower. Flip the front hand, reverse your warrior. Shape of the leg stays the same. Ground down on that isometric hold. Warrior 2 arms and reverse. So now thinking about finding all of that space in the left side of the body, opening through the rib cage. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center, hands come to heart center. Skandasana, warrior 2 legs. Skandasana. Arms can flow with you. Breathing for 6. Really allow those hips to drop in. 4, 3, 2, last one. Come down to your Skandasana and pulse for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend back into that left leg. Walk the hands to the front, back to your Malasana squat. Yes, we've got one more set here. Again, you're welcome to hold here in Malasana or flow with me, pressing through the heel. Lift for 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower, hover. 3, 2, 1. Press through the heels and lift. Yes, and lower. And lift. Shoulder blades squeeze back, heart is open. Let's take 2 more. Full up and down. And down. 1 more. Press and lift. And lower. Hold right here. Lift the heels. Pulse 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the hips right here. Standing at the top of the mat. Forward fold. Take big bends in the knees. And then step back to your plank. Lift the hips, down dog. This time we'll slowly walk the fingers back toward the toes, finding forward fold at the back of the mat. Inhale halfway. Exhale to fold. Take that big circle sweep up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Second set here. This is where the balance is incorporated. So if you have blocks, maybe kind of placing those toward the top of your mat. So I'll show you one round first, nice and slow. Hands will be at heart center. We'll take that big step forward with the right leg. Coming into a lunge, shin bone is going to be parallel. We're going to get nice and low to the earth for stability so that as we hinge forward and press through that right heel, left toes can lift up, warrior 3. This is where fingertips could come down to the block. We're going to hinge right back down, gently land back in that, and then right back to Tadasana. Flow with me, hands to heart center. Big step forward. Hinge, float to your warrior 3 or standing splits. Left toes drop back and press back to Tadasana. Lunge forward. Balance warrior 3. And step back. And Tadasana. Yes, it is a test for the balance. I am wobbling right with you. And Tadasana. So I think I'm going to stop cueing because I want you to go at your own pace. We're just going to keep flowing here. No gold stars or ribbons for the number of reps. It's harder to move slowly and with control. So let's choose that. Spine stays long, hinging forward. Yeah, let's take 2 more on this leg. And come back and land. Take the feet a little wider than hip distance for a moment. We're going to sink down, speed squats. So just lower and lift as quickly as you can, grounding down through all 4 corners of the feet for now. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold low, right heel lifts and pulse. 9, 8, 7, 6, shoulder blades squeeze back. Heart can still be open here because our spine is long. And switch, right heel down, left heel lifts. 8, 7, press those palms together. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take an inhale, sweep up. Exhale, hands to heart center, floating right to the other side, left leg or opposite leg. Big step forward, shin bone comes parallel. Hinge forward, float into your Virabhadrasana 3. Back toe step down, chin is parallel, and press to Tadasana. Inhale, float forward. Exhale, hinge forward and fly. Softly land back, and Tadasana. I'm gonna stop cueing again. You know where you're going, move with intention, move with strength. As you float forward into that warrior 3, find that long line from the heel all the way to the crown of the head. Yes. Looks good. Let's take 3 more right here. And on that last time that you come up into that warrior 3 pose, really sink in, really find that length. Take a moment. Take your step back. And this time as we come together, we're gonna take our knees in, heels out, and start to lift the heels coming forward, sinking the hips down toward the heels, pulsing right here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up, connect the heels, make that diamond shape, slide down that wall, knees come out wide. Pulse here for 8, 7, kind of a little genie squat. 6, 5, press those palms, shoulders back, strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Land the heels, fold into that forward fold. Walk the hands forward. Let's release the knees here for a moment. We have one more little short set for the shoulders before our second flow. We'll come back down to the forearms. Press back up into your plank. And now we'll lift up a little bit. So piking the hips up, kind of a mini dolphin. And we're gonna float forward and back here. So hips lower and lift. And as the hips lower, chin comes up toward the fingertips. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the hips, walk the toes back, dip the hips side to side. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll to that right forearm, open up into your side plank, forearm side plank. Right hip lowers toward the earth, lower, squeeze, lift. For 8, 7, 6, 5, left hip stacked on top of the right. Big lift and squeeze. 1 second set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll through center, come right to that left forearm. Stack the feet. Lower and lift here. Lower, squeeze, lift. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 second set. 8, 7, 6, 5. Be strong. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. Release the knees. Hands come underneath the shoulders. Press up to your down dog. Walk it out. Come back to the breath. And breathing heavy right there with you. Take that open mouth side. Just really release. Coming back to our flow. Inhaling, left toe sweep up. Open the hip, drop the foot over the shoulder. Inhale, left toe sweep back. Exhale, big step all the way through. Inhale, warrior lunge. Exhale, hands to heart center. Right away, rotate and twist. Right elbow to the outside of that left knee. Lift the belly, lift the hamstring to the sky. Press through the heel. And right hand releases, twist right here. Start to walk that left foot in front of the body, coming into Vastisthasana. Holding here or stacking that left leg on top of the right, reaching the fingertips up overhead. Elbow squeezes toward the knee for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left foot stays lifted, left hand comes down, shoulders square to the earth, lifting up one-legged down dog. Exhale, pull the knee to the elbow. Inhale. Exhale, big squeeze. And 1 more. Inhale, hug the knee to the chest, big step all the way through, and cartwheel the arms up to your warrior 2. We've been here a few times, so ground down, sink in, feeling strong. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Again, really allow yourself to sink in. And on your exhale, come into your side angle pose. That left hand coming to the inside of the left knee. Again, a great place for a block here. Right fingertips reach up. Holding right here, maybe coming into that bind, bringing the right hand behind the body, left hand between the legs, and open up, rotating, spiraling the rib cage, the right side of the rib cage up, softening the back of the shoulder, really sinking into that left leg. Unwind here. Cartwheel the arms back down, left foot steps back, down dog. Inhaling, right toe sweep up. Exhale, open the hip. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, knee to chest, big step through. Warrior lunge. Inhale, lift up, stack the hips. Exhale, hands to heart center as we hinge forward. Left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Hamstring lift, strong base here. Belly lifted up off the thigh. Pressing the palms together. And as the palms release, the left hand comes to the earth, right fingertips reach up to the sky. Start to walk that right foot to that kickstand in front of the body in Vastisthasana, or stack the right leg on top, maybe reaching the fingertips up overhead, bicep toward the ear, and taking that exhale to pull the knee to the elbow. For 3, 2, and 1. Rotate the shoulders square to the mat, right toes lift one-legged. Exhale, float forward, knee to elbow. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, reach through the toes. 1 more time, squeeze the knee in, and inhale. Round the spine here, knee comes to the chest, big step through, and cartwheel all the way to your warrior 2. Exhaling to sink in and ground down. Inhale, front hand flips, and exhale, reverse. Shape of the leg stays the same. Sweep into your side angle pose. Right hand comes to the inside of that left knee. Maybe placing the right fingertips on that block. Holding right here, or finding that bind as the left hand reaches behind the body. The right hand reaches between the legs. Maybe clasping the fingertips or grabbing a towel. Left rib cage spirals up to the sky. Breathing here. Inhale. Exhale to release. Cartwheel the arms, right foot steps back. Chaturanga or down dog. Yes. Let's take a couple breaths together. Big inhale, come up to the tippy toes, lift the heels. Exhale to ground down. Inhale to lift. And exhale to ground down. Gaze comes forward, bend the knees, bend the elbows. Hop, step, or jump to the top, forward fold. And lower down to the seat. Take a moment here. This is a great spot to grab a drink as we transition. We're going to core. So, ready to leave our legs alone and really dig in here. So when you're ready, we'll make our way to a boat position or Navasana. We'll do 2 sets of most things, 2 sets of movements with an isometric hold in between each set of movements. So again, we'll combine that movement with those holds to build endurance. So we'll come up into Navasana here. Legs can be bent. Releasing the hands. Start to curve through the spine, slowly roll back, find that low boat pose, Halabati. We'll flow right here. Inhale, exhale, squeeze, lift, and squeeze. So knees can come to the chest, or we can lift the legs up in V. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold down in your low boat, gaze toward the toes, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Float back up into your boat. Cross at the ankles. Hands come forward. Step back to plank. We'll come down to the forearms. Here's your hold. Shoulders stay square. Both forearms stay connected. Drop to the pinky edge of that right foot. Stack the left on top. So we're rotating through the spine. Big squeeze on the right side of the body. Pressing through both forearms. Now lift the heart up through the shoulder blades. Squeeze the right side. Hold for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll over the tops of the toes, going to the other side. Both elbows and forearms pressed in. Pinky edge on the mat. Right foot stacked on top of the left. Left side body squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Drop to the knees. Sweep the legs out in front of the body. Second step, starting in Navasana. Curve through the spine, slow roll down, find your low boat. Exhale, lift. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Low boat hold for 10, 9. Press the lower spine into the earth right here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up, cross at the ankles. Last time coming to that forearm hold. Release down. Always an option to stay on the knees or lift. Drop the heels to the right. Stack the left hip on top. Both forearms press, right body squeezes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll over the tippy toes, opposite side. Right foot stacks on top of the left. Left side body squeeze. 10, 9. Both elbows pressing. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Drop the knees. Sweep the legs in front of the body. This time, connect the heels. Slow roll all the way down. As you come down, legs stack above the hips. Legs don't have to be straight, just find some length. We'll take the fingertips. You can interlace the thumbs, whatever hand position you like. Hands stay next to each other. We're gonna lift the shoulders, reach toward the toes for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Press through the heels, toes come toward the face. 3, 2, and 1. Hold, lift, lower the legs to 45, and reach 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hands behind the shoulders, point the toes, crisscross. So you choose the height of the legs here. See if you can imprint that lower back. So in order to get that lower spine imprinted, legs might have to come up closer to 90 degrees. Play with that a little bit. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lengthen the body all the way down on the earth. We're gonna roll over to that left hip. Find your lateral flexion. So we're gonna lift both feet up off the earth, ankles glued together. If possible, lift both arms up, squeezing the entire side of that right body, holding for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep the shape of the body the same. Roll over the back, coming right to the other side, balancing on the right side. Stabilize and lift here. Legs connected, arms both lift. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Float back to center. Stack the feet. Connect the hands. Maybe cross the thumbs. And we lift again. Reach for the toes. 10, 9. Flex the feet. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold here. Stay lifted. Lower the legs. 45. Reach. 10, 9, 8, 7. Really dig that spine into the earth. Connect here. 3, 2, and 1. Hands come to the base of the skull. Point the toes. Crisscross. This time we're going to lower and lift if you can. You can count it in your head if you like. Just bring a little bit more energy and a little action. Reach through the toes for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Roll to the left side of the body. Find that lateral flexion. Squeeze and lift. Whole right side of the body active. Hold 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll through the back all the way to the other side. Land on that right hip. Lift up and squeeze. 8, 7, 6. Try to make that U shape with the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Stack those hips above the knees again. This time palms come down next to the hips, pressing the palms into the earth, almost feeling those triceps activate. We'll just start with a little reverse crunch. Lift here. 9, 8, 7, 6. Think about lifting the toes to the sky. 3, 2, 1. We've got to hold. Press through the palms. Lift up. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Fingertips to ankles, curl into that little ball. Inhale, lengthen both directions. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pause here. Hands behind the base of the skull. Extend the right leg long. Left knee comes toward the chest. Take that right hand to the outside of the left knee. Here's our static hold. Hold right here. Press the outer edge of that left knee into that right forearm. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Extend the right left toes. Left arm sweeps across the body. Right thigh presses into the forearm. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to center. Legs come up, palms plant next to the hips. Lift 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press through the palms, lift and hold here. 5, 4. Shoulders are soft. 2, and 1. Let's take the knees, our fingertips to the ankles. I lost my track for a moment. Inhale to open, exhale, squeeze and tuck. Inhale. 8. I bet nobody would have told me if I left this out. We're going to cheat ourselves. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release everything down for just a moment. Final move here to seal the deal for the core. Ground down through the feet. Press the lower spine into the earth. So hip bones are going to rotate up toward the rib cage. Really connect. Lift the shoulder blades and chin off, reaching toward the heels. Reach side to side. We're going to keep reaching, really burning out here. Gaze toward the thighs. Yep, we're here for 30 seconds. If you need a little break, you can cradle the head and the hands. Just keep flowing side to side, bringing the elbows toward. Keep going here. 15, 14, 13, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release everything down. Palms next to the sides. Let's press through heels. Start to lift the spine up off the earth, coming into bridge. Let's sway it side to side, rolling the shoulders underneath the body. As the hip bones lift up and you feel those quadriceps open and lift, take a big inhale, stretch the muscles in the belly. And then let's find some stillness here. Walk those heels a little bit closer to the glutes. Just have time for a quick set of glutes here. So lifting the hip bones up to the sky, let's relevate up, lift the heels from the earth coming to the balls of the feet. We'll lower and lift here. So really pressing into all 10 toes, lower and lift, really squeeze. Each squeeze of those glutes, hip bones press up toward the sky. Yes, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, keep pressing through the ball of that left foot. Right foot's gonna lift up. Keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower that left heel, cross the right ankle over the top of the left, finding that figure 4, dropping the outside of the right knee. Now releve back up, lower lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Static hold here. 10, 9. Really squeeze, lift the hip bones up, make it a little stronger. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the right foot. Reset, sway the hips side to side. Walk the heels back in. Lift the heels, releve up under the balls of the feet, lower lift. 9, 8, 7. Really thinking about driving those hip bones to the sky. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ground down through the ball of the right foot, left leg lifts. Lower and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Stay lifted here, crossing the left ankle on top of the right knee. Keep going. Lower, lift, and lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay lifted. Ball of the left foot comes back down. Lift the hips one more time. Heels still lifted. Squeeze the knees together. Squeeze the thighs together. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hang on. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release the spine back down to the earth, 1 vertebra at a time. And hug the knees to the chest. Sway it out side to side. Yes, final flow. You guys are killing this. Let's rock and roll forward. Cross at the ankles. Step back, down dog. This feels good now. Walk it out. Hopefully feeling that energy and strength in the body. Really feeling strong through this final flow. Inhaling, left toe sweep up. Exhale, big step through. Inhale to rise. Hands to heart center as we hinge forward, really flowing here. Find that twist. Inhale. And exhale, right into the earth, open up. Left leg shimmies, coming into your Vastisthasana, supported or not. Inhale, reach through the heel, reach through the fingers. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. 1 more. Cartwheel that left hand back underneath the shoulder, left toes lift, 1-legged down dog. And big step all the way through, warrior lunge. Cartwheel up to your warrior 2. Exhale to ground down, tailbone to the earth. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, warrior 2. Sweeping into your side angle pose. Coming to that bind right away if the bind is in your practice, or holding for a breath. From side angle, cartwheel the arms toward the front of the mat. Big step forward with that right foot, coming into your chair pose. Uttanasana, sweep the fingertips up, sink the hips toward the heels. Let's lift the toes right away. As the shoulder blades squeeze back, tops of the shoulders are soft. Hands come to the heart center. Lifting up onto the toes, heels lift. Hold here. Knees squeeze together. And release the heels, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale to fold. Jump or step back. Chaturanga. Final chaturanga of our practice. Hips lift, tuck the chin. Feeling all that space in the back of the body. Inhaling, right toe sweep up. Exhale, knee to chest, big step. Inhale to rise. Flow here, hands to heart center, hinge forward, find that lunge twist. Inhale. Exhale, left hand finds the earth, right fingertips reach up. As that right foot starts to heel toe to your side plank. Maybe holding here, stacking that right leg. Right fingertips reach up overhead. Exhale, squeeze knee to elbow. Squeeze 2. And 1. Right hand comes to the earth, right toe sweep up, 1-legged down dog. Tuck the chin to the chest, knee comes all the way through. Land, floating into your warrior two. Exhale to sink. Inhale to reverse. Exhale, warrior two. Side angle pose. Holding here, find that bind. Feeling that flow of your movement. We've been here, we know where we're going. Releasing the bind. Fingertips come to the top of the mat. Left foot steps up to meet the right. Fingertips sweep up as the hips come down. Uttanasana, chair pose. Hold here, 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, fold. Taking a big step back with that left foot. Release the back knee, shimmy that right leg out. We'll find your lizard pose. So with the left hand planted, we can take the right hand to the inside of that knee, roll to the pinky edge, maybe sway side to side. Yes, our work is done. It's time to take a moment. Stretch, come back to that breath. You can stay lifted here or bring the elbows down to a block, 2 blocks, the earth. Let's just find a place of stillness and just breathe into that hip space for a couple of moments. Maybe softening the back of the neck again, just letting the crown hang. Finding a sense of gratitude for the breath, your practice, the strength and health of your body. Maybe just grateful that you're done moving and I'm going to stop telling you to do things that you're done doing. Whatever it is. Maybe turning up the corners of your mouth and just smiling. Hands come underneath the shoulders as we press back up. Curl the back toes, lift. Let's step the right foot back. Left foot steps forward to the outside of the left foot as the right knee releases down. Again, taking a moment to maybe sway side to side, roll to that pinky edge. And then working your way down to that place of stillness that you're going to hold, lizard. Letting the head drop, closing the eyes. Be finding that sensation of dragging that back knee forward. One more breath. And start to walk the hands back up underneath the shoulders. Curl the back toe, lift. Step back to your plank. One final down dog. And we'll tiptoe, keep the hips nice and lifted to the sky, tiptoe the toes up to the hands, find your forward fold, and then releasing down toward the heels, find that seat at the top of the mat. And when you're ready, slowly roll all the way down to your back. And as we arrive, the knees come to the chest. Maybe making some big circles with the knees or just hugging the knees toward the armpits. Allowing any natural sway that happens in your spine to just happen. We'll start that body scan here, softening the face, relaxing the jaw. And as the bottoms of the feet release to the earth, feet starting to slide down toward the edges of the mat. Finding your Shavasana, your final relaxation. Just allowing the arms to come to the sides of the body. Palms open. Backs of the shoulders softening, melting into the earth. Toes just falling toward the outer corners of the mat. Feeling that sense of strength in the body as it grounds you. also noticing that sense of lightness that the breath gives us. Floating sensation in the heart. Softness in the throat, the jaw, the cheeks. And that right here, right now, is exactly where you're supposed to be. And as much as we might want to hurry through life, whether it's the next stage of your life or hurry to the end of the situation that our world is in now, there's so many factors that we can't control. So focusing our energy on the ones that we can, staying in the present moment. Taking each moment, each day at a pace that allows us to pause, reflect, learn, and grow. I'll leave you in your Shavasana. I'll leave things muted here for a bit of time. Take as much time as you need. The patience, the peace, and the power in each of you is also within me. Let us honor that deeply in one another. Namaste.